Hi, Virgo. Thanks for being here. Welcome to my channel, One Virgo to Another. I appreciate you being here. So, I already started the reading. I just need to say one thing. Um, you might actually be seeing a lot of ladybugs. If you haven't, you will be soon. I've started seeing them and lightning bugs. That is another um, affirmation from the spirit guides that you are on the right track. You are doing the right thing. Things are opening up for you. Harvest season is now. Okay, so I started the reading with a general question for the tarot. What's the energy around Virgo? Not what is Virgo's energy. What is the energy around Virgo? Five of Swords. Five of Swords came out. So there's somebody around you feeling defeated. They're surrendering and ready to give up at all costs. They're done with the battle. They feel as though they've lost. So if there's somebody who's in your energy, then, and I suggested playing in your energy, our energy in the previous video, that may be why they are kind of lingering. They're ready to give up the battle. They just want to talk to you and express something to you, right? So, what do they want to express? They are seeking pleasure, Virgo. They have a message for you. Um, like I said, they're done with the battle. They don't want to fight anymore. They want to tell you that they have come into some money and they want to take you on a trip. They're hoping that you will accept gifts of monetary value, go on this trip with them. Um, I think that they think you've moved on to another relationship. I don't know whether that's true or not. Whether or not you've picked up a new sweetheart or someone else has stolen your heart, or whether it is just you loving on you. That could very well be the case, but often when people feel triggered at the end of a relationship, it's easier to assume that the other partner has picked up another partner rather than to assume that they've chosen peace. So right now, they want you to know that they're done battling you, but they are prepared to fight for you, if that makes sense. So they're assuming that you've picked up somebody else, another partner, that you've given your heart to another, let's just say, and they are ready to fight for you. They want you to know that they want you. They want to take you on a trip, a vacation of sorts, um, maybe to another country, and show you something new. I don't know what that would be, or I don't know. Anyway, so that's the energy that's going on around you, Virgo. Um, do with that what you will. Anyway, so I asked for clarifier about this. What should Virgo do? Advice. I asked for a card, and all of this came out. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I always say when I ask for a card and many come out, to me, that's chaos. So I expect that this person, this energy, this Five of Swords, this person probably actually is broke. They're going to lie to you and say they have money, or perhaps for some reason they've come into money, whether they've inherited money or maybe they invested and got money. That's entirely possible. They may have inherited money or made an investment and come into money. But prior to, this person was broke, broken and broken down. And so now they've got money. This was a situation you'd call death to. This was the end of this. But they want an opportunity to start fresh. They want to make you an offer and take you on a trip, right? Um, but when I asked for advice for Virgo, this was all that came out, which means chaos. So whatever they've got going on, they're going to bring you chaos. What came out was falseness. Was the first card that came out. So probably there's going to be Whether or not they have money or not, this is irrelevant. But what they're going to bring you is a lie. Probably not a happy home situation. This person may want to ask you for marriage, may or may not have a wife, may or may not already have a child. If you were already married to this person, they may or may not have a child or be pregnant, or a child came out of something that they did somewhere else and you may or may not already know about it. Don't know. They're going to stand 10 toes down on whatever it was that they did. They're not going to change. They're going to keep doing what this energy is that brought you whatever it brought you. They're not going to change. They're going to continue to be this Five of Swords. Even if they did come into money, even if they are going to bring you gifts and they want to take you on a trip, they're still going to be the same person. They're going to they want a party. This person has addiction issues. They probably are a good time, but they're not going to change. So, in terms of advice, the only advice I can give you is you know what you're dealing with. And I think that this is probably pretty much the same energy from the yesterday's video, the previous video. Um, and if you've escaped this energy, keep going. This is energy that you are very highly entwined with, where maybe you are the wife and you have children. Maybe this person stepped out and had a child. I don't know. This could be a very deep situation. I can't give advice over that. Only you know what to do. This is a very deep and very serious situation if that is the case. Because if it is, this is a home, a true home involved here. I'm not even willing to play and advise like that. Like that's deep. Yeah, this person really wants to know, is there room for a reunion? Like I don't this is that situation. If you're married to this person, understand what you're dealing with that there's going to be some falseness, some fake, some lies, that they're not going to change. They're going to stand 10 toes on it, but you know what you're dealing with. They're looking for a reunion. They want to know, is it room? Is there hope? Is there room for it? And understand that this person is probably a narcissist. They're going to have some other mental condition, mental disorder. I mean, not to mention that this person probably is waiting. They've probably already made contact with you. I saw a letter, uh, the card that said letter a little bit ago. They probably have already made contact with you or attempted to make contact with you. They may have sent you a letter. They may have sent you an email. They're waiting to hear back from you. They may have reached out to a friend to make contact. Card on the floor. Hold on. Sorry for any noise. Yep. The letter card came back. They definitely are going to make contact with you if they haven't already, Virgo. This is a pretty serious situation. Here's the thing. Um, yeah, it's hard to. This requires a lot of healing. If they haven't made contact with you, and this is a serious situation, maybe you should make contact with them. Maybe you need the help of a professional. I'm gonna just say that. Another card down. Hold on. Um, yeah, it might just be time to look for the help of a professional if this is your story. I haven't. This is pretty serious. Usually, it comes out that it's like a boyfriend girlfriend situation. This is looking pretty serious, like husband wife, um, partner, long life partner situation. So I'm gonna advice did not really come out except for maybe um seek some professional help. I'm gonna leave that right there. Virgo, this video is probably pretty short. Probably my shortest video. Um, yeah, because this is crossing into a territory I dare not go. So if any of this has resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up if you if you're feeling generous. If this sounds like maybe not your story, but the story of someone else, or if you're a cross watcher, you know someone whose story this sounds like, um, give it a share. If you liked any of the content here, or I have at least entertained you, I would like a thumbs up. If you're feeling generous, I would appreciate that. Until next time, when I see you again, Virgo, take care of yourself and peace, love, and chocolate. Thanks.